Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by yet again. We are back with the LBZ. It has been a while, but the weather's back to being nice. We're gonna be going ahead and adding some different cab lights in on this truck. As you can see, nothing has actually changed on this truck, but we're gonna be installing the Boost Auto Parts S-Series cab lights. Now, the one thing I love about these is, first off, the looks. They finally brought a slimline look to these year trucks. This is gonna be, I think, from 99 to 07 classic style. And yeah, 99 to 07 classic style, but we'll just read it. And these also come with a turn signal function, which I've already wired up, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So here's a little closer part. Let's go ahead and take that off. It says Boost Auto on the top, patent pending, interesting. And then it comes with basically the factory style connector, which you'll see, and then as well as the clips where they want you to install new clips, so we'll go through that in a second. Basically just some Phillips screwdriver, which is really nice and handy, but you can see they're way more streamlined than what the other ones are or factory ones are. Even the larger one, you can see it's a lot more streamlined, thinner, and just a little bit more classy of a cab light, kind of like the newer style trucks, which is kind of what we all have been kind of striving for. So I'm really excited about these. Again, I'll take the old ones off first, compare them side by side so you can see the difference, and let's go ahead and do this. All right, so it's basically just gonna be a Phillips screwdriver. We'll start here on the driver's side. These are Recon, I believe, and they've served me well. The LEDs have had no issues, but I will say these definitely kind of leak. And I'll tell you to not use silicone. Everybody always tells you, hey, use silicone, use silicone. No, please don't use silicone. These are a dry fit with a gasket. So just make sure you clean off the area of these cab lights before you install the new ones. As you can see, it's really dirty. So get some rubbing alcohol, clean off the surface, let it dry before you install the new ones. You shouldn't have any leaking issues, to be honest. All right. What the heck? Looks like I got some surface cleaning to do, you guys. Holy crap. Oh, that's not good. I was worried about that. So, if you can see here, these cab lights didn't come with a factory style connector. So I had to cut my factory style connector out. Oh man, bummer. A little bit closer, and you can see here, I am now gonna probably have to source some factory connectors. Yeah, I'm gonna have to source some new factory connectors. I don't think the kit from Boost Auto comes with any type of connectors to use or harness. So that's a bummer. That definitely sucks. And also, I don't know what's going on here, but this stuff is just nasty. My goodness. All right, and I am obviously on a ladder because I am short. I'm only 5'8". So, but Phillips screwdrivers, take them all out. You'll end up like this. You may have to do some cleaning. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, everybody, we're back, and now I realize I skipped a step, and also I'm moved to my shotgun mic, so the audio is gonna be a little bit different for you guys. I finally got my new factory connectors. I got these from a salvage yard. Took a little bit of sourcing. Didn't butt splice them. Went with my Wago trick. Love these things. Way better than butt splices. I did realize I skipped a step, so I'll show you that in a little bit on how to take out the old clips. Next step is going to be really simple. We're just going to start pushing these little metal tabs that these kits come in. These are kind of what you took out. Now, I don't know exactly why they have you take them out. Maybe it's because their screws that they provide are not the same as the factory screws. Now that you have those in, you take the little plastic posts and you slide those underneath, which for my scenario isn't the easiest. Here we go, lift it up a little bit. Let's do that. I tell you what, their install video, amazing. So I'm gonna have that clipped below for you guys. Clipped or linked below, you should say. And there we go, just like that. You're going to want to watch that because I can't do any better than that. I cannot do any better than that. I don't think anybody else can do any better than that. So there we go. Now you simply take your factory connector if you have one. If you don't have one, you're going to need to get them. You're going to go ahead and put these in order. They're from, this one is the left one. So we're going to go left side. I do kind of wish it said passenger side, driver side instead of left and right, because sometimes left and right can kind of get a little confusing. And you're going to go ahead and set it on there. That's going to look nice. That's going to look real nice. Now, they've got rubber grommets that go on the screws. Go ahead and put your screws on. Start one. Yes, I'm using an impact. Be careful if you're using an impact. Don't just be all gung-ho with it. Know how to use the tool. Otherwise, just simply use a regular screwdriver. Suits you every time. Train never fails every time. Beautiful. These are super easy, guys. There we go. That is the left side. You can see the difference, the bubble versus the nice sleek look. This is going to look really good when it's all on there. Now I will say this. My situation is just a little bit different because obviously I have my truck all torn apart. The wiring on this was super easy. I'll show you guys this in a little bit, all the wiring and what I did here to come across. I don't know if you can see that. I got all these wires coming across over here. We're going to zip tie this all up. Then I've got a ground wire to land. I'll show you this at the end of this video. Again, I can't express it enough. You're going to want to check the install video that Boost Auto Parts has because it is absolutely outstanding. Let's see, it should just have two sets set aside here for the other right-handed side, and then the rest will be the center. Yeah, again, butt splices, I got rid of them, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But you don't have to get rid of them. That's your discretion. I just find that these are just a way better option. But anyways, let's go. Again, pick tool is almost a must. Might just hop up on the truck here. Maybe a little bit easier for me. Come on. Oh. He just screws on the front. What did I do? Aha. There we go. And no silicone on this one. Awesome. That's nice. It saves me a lot of time. But again, factory connectors cut off. So a little frustrating to have to deal with that. Also, you don't understand the process I've been going through to get this done. This has been a heck of a process to get to this point, you guys, because my goodness, it was just a nightmare sourcing the factory connectors. Now I'm going to show you these factory connectors. Slide this off. Pick tool comes in handy. All right, that one was kind of a bit of a pain in the ass. The alignment is off by just a smidgen. And when you set this on there, you got to line it up absolutely perfectly. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of a pain like I had in the video. But once you do get it lined up perfectly, it fits really snug. This screw right here, I had to kind of adjust over a little bit, just give it a couple nudges to line the screw up perfectly. Otherwise, you're going to strip it out. So really nice, tight, snug fit. Good thing, bad thing, I don't know. It'd be nice if it was a little bit more forgiving. But either way, installed pretty nicely. This was the only hiccup so far. It's been a really easy process. Let's go do the last one. So, if you saw in the last little bit, I tried to explain it. But if you can get this in there, you don't have to like pry. In the video, I thought you had to like get it in there and pry it out. You just got to get in there just a little bit to get it to the point to where your pick doesn't pass, and you just pry it on out and it just pops out really easily. Figured that out on the large one. Just kind of put it in there just a little bit. Give it a nice little pry. It comes right out. Super easy. Super, super easy. This, on the other hand, it's not going to be easy. So these are absolutely sick. Again, shout out to the salvage company I picked up the harness from. This helped out a lot. Paid $50 for a harness and just basically cut the connectors off because that's what I needed. So I wasn't going to reroute the whole harness for just a couple connectors, so a lot easier just to snip add them in. But those are awesome. These are Boost Auto Parts S-Series cab lights. These are wired into the turn signals, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. I will show you how they work when it gets a little bit darker out right now. It's too bright out right now for me to show you how these work. And when you do see it, ignore what's going on with the headlights. I'm trying to figure out how to wire my headlights in exactly to turn on and off with my Boost Auto Parts tow mirrors and now the turn signal cab lights. So I gotta try and figure that all out, which I think I'm gonna change my headlights anyways, so just ignore that. Alright, so again, in here is where the actual module itself is going to be. This is the Boost Auto Parts module that'll turn the turn signals on and off for the cab lights. Just kind of stuff it in here. Damn you, train. But anyway, so there's a green, zoom me in. There's a green connector down here, and you're gonna unplug that. When you unplug that, it's gonna have you butt splice onto that wire with these connectors here, with these specific wires here. And then these harness wires will go down and around, down to the other side. Close this up. One-handed. Again, this is very simple. It does look a little intimidating, you could say, but it really isn't. The Boost Auto Parts installation video is step by step, absolutely perfect. I'm telling you, it's perfect, especially for a company putting out a video. Around over to this side of the truck, and they're gonna have you pop this bad boy off. And you can see here, there's two other wires in here. These are your turn signal wires. These are gonna tie in as well and be butt spliced. But I don't like butt splices. And then down underneath here is a fuse. I have to zip tie this out of the way yet. Now this fuse is wired in line with the 24-volt power from up on the brake switch. So you'll see that in the install video. Again, very, very simple install video that they do here. Again, you can see, I hate butt splices. I hate T-taps. These are much better. I do have to zip tie this all up out of the way yet, as you can see. And then this ground wire down here is very simple. They just want you to put it to, I believe it was right here. Right there. Hold on. Yep. Right there. They just want to tie it into that, which I think that's a 10 millimeter. And I got to do that real quick. I'll keep it there. I'll make her work. I'll make her look good. Look good. There we go. Now, where am I? There I am. All right, now I can zip tie. Now I can zip tie all that out of the way, and then once it gets dark out, I can show you how badass these things are, because they are awesome and highly worth every penny that it is. Again, yes, my truck is all torn apart right now because I'm going to be replacing my rockers and cab corners, but understand that this whole process is just as simple and just as easy with everything in place in here, because you're just going to route all those wires from across up under, kind of like how if you have ever run Boost Auto Parts mirrors, just kind of up under here, and you'll just zip tie all up nice and away. Trust me when I tell you, this is very easy. Again, shout out to Boost Auto Parts for sending these out to me, and also shout out to Boost Auto Parts for the one of the best install videos I've ever seen a company actually put out themselves. Highly suggest checking that out. So now we're a few months later, and I've got a good explanation as to why we're so late. I had this set. I did a lot of traveling for work. I went to Ohio, Virginia, Washington, all sorts of crazy places for work. Iowa, Minnesota, the Dakotas. Really life got a hold of me, and things just happened, and obviously, you know, my work is a priority. But anyways, in doing so, I had these installed for a few months, and I wanted to, before I posted anything, I wanted to see how they performed. And they got a ton of condensation in them. And again, these are a $400 set of cab lights, so having condensation in them is not something that I was really happy about, because again, if I'm going to put money into my truck and I'm going to spend $400, I'm going to make sure that's a really good product. But the best thing is Boost Auto Parts was super quick to get the new set out to me. They were 100%, they didn't question it. That is not supposed to happen. No condensation should get in there at all. And in fact, how these are built, it was really confusing to me even how it got in there. So I'm curious once they get them what the decision is going to be as to what caused it. But I've had these on here now for 2 months, and I wanted to make sure before I made any extra video for you guys that I didn't have any condensation issues with these. I had no LED issues with these. Everything worked perfectly fine, and that is exactly what happened. So I'm really happy with them. I would suggest them. They're awesome. Now let's take a look at what they can do. So here you go. This is what they are on right now, and currently, let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. Currently, I have the running the light option. Running light with turn signal option. I do not have switchback, and that is an absolute sweet function. Huh. That's not good. Alright, so we had ourselves a little grounding issue, and I'll show you that right now. Again, a huge thing in regards to Boost Auto Parts. I had that issue with the lights acting all funky, and immediately they helped me troubleshoot the issue. I figured it was a grounding issue, but I wasn't sure if it was maybe the lights were specific to the modules they send out, but that's not the case. So they wanted me to move the ground from underneath the pedal there and try a different location. I tried the location here, right there first, and that did not fix it. So I tried a second location. I tried this second location right away. That as well did not fix it. But Boost Auto Parts is so awesome when it comes to helping people out and getting things on the right track. They simply had me come in here and tap to the ground right off of the connector for the cleanest ground possible. Don't mind the project now. You can see things are changing. I've got the window out. I've got it right here. Got all kill mat down, doing it to the door. Need to replace this harness. So don't mind all that, but let's go ahead and take a look at these lights again. There they are on. There is the hazards. And I'll step back here. You can see it works really well with the rest of my lights. I do need to upgrade to the same style LED in the mirrors, that's for sure. Here is your left blinker. Works perfectly. Then here is your right blinker. Works as it should. Now again, I did have issues on this whole process. I didn't want to hide any of it. I wanted to make sure this product is 100%, that if I'm going to tell you guys to invest in something like this for cab lights, because cab lights is something we've all been striving for and wanting that high quality, newer style type look for our older trucks, and these are it. I'm telling you. Yes, I had hiccups, but the customer support from Boost Auto Parts, the quick getting the new product out to me to get it replaced was on point. Having that grounding issue, emailed them, they replied to immediately, either that day I think it was, because I emailed them in the morning right away, so I didn't email them that night, but they replied to me right away with solutions and it fixed the issues. So they look amazing. I'm very happy with it. I would highly, highly suggest it.